Stablecoin transfer volume breaks trillion, Bitcoin exchange balance plunges, cryptocurrencies ushering in a global payment revolution. The European Union's crypto regulation MiCA is officially implemented. What kind of cryptocurrency do you think will be the first on the chopping board? Delisted in 7 major US states, Binance US business suffers a heavy blow.
Binance.com is embracing regulations all around the world.
With Jensen Huang and Musk calling out each other, it's hard for AI sector tokens not to rise.
Robotics will be as common as cars are today.
The OKX hack incident is still unfolding, and Kraken is also facing ransom from hackers. Cryptocurrency exchange security in distress. Reimagining the world of cryptocurrencies, master the 24 hours wild coast. Let's steadily become rich together. Thursday, June 20th, this is Bitcoin TV's channel. I'm Zhu, and this is the 24-hour cryptocurrency headline news sponsored by Deepcoin. Observing the average price data of the top 115 cryptocurrencies, these cryptocurrencies have fallen by more than 50% compared to their highs this year. In 2024, 73% of these 115 tokens reached their peaks in March, but most have now experienced a halving. In contrast, the market leaders Bitcoin and Ethereum, although also down, have shown stronger resilience with rates of only negative 11% and negative 13%. Based on the current market trend, unless Bitcoin can break through and reignite the bull market, thereby improving the liquidity of cryptocurrencies overall, the devaluation problem of altcoins may continue to worsen. With the launch of the spot Bitcoin ETF, the token reserves on exchanges continue to decrease. However, there has recently been a small hoarding phenomenon in the market. This has also caused the Bitcoin exchange balance to drop to its lowest point in 3 years. However, the reserve changes vary across different exchanges. Among them, Binance reserves have been steadily decreasing slightly, while Bitfinex reserves have been steadily increasing slightly. Notably, Coinbase reserves have also seen a continuous and significant decline, dropping from around 450,000 bitcoins at the beginning of 2024 to around 250,000 now, nearly halving in just a half a year. In the past 2 years, the global popularization trend of stablecoins has become increasingly significant, especially after US Bitcoin spot ETF was approved this year, ushering a period of rapid growth. According to data from Token Terminal, the monthly transfer volume of stablecoins reached a record $16.8 trillion in April, an increase of more than 16 times compared to $1 trillion in October 2020. The market demand for stablecoins continues to expand, with most of it not being used to increase market purchasing power and the liquidity funds, but rather to serve the market circulation and transfer needs. Traditional capital transactions are costly and subject to many restrictions, while stablecoins are favored by the market for their convenience and security. Nowadays, many regions have started to use stablecoins such as USDT for settlement and payment. However, we cannot ignore the potential impact of the US stablecoin regulation bill. Although it may bring some crisis in the short term, it will be a positive factor in promoting the healthy and sustainable development of cryptocurrencies in the medium and long run. Okay, please like and follow us, and we'll help you sort out the news in the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and mining industry that's closest to money within 24 hours. In the global cryptocurrency environment, the European Union is actually a leader in cryptocurrency regulation because it is trying to strike a middle ground between a complete lack of rules to protect investors and consumers and a prohibitive ban, attempting to develop the EU into an attractive but secure center for blockchain activities and businesses. However, taking the lead in regulation always entails some risks, and new tools are not without flaws. This is where the MiCA legislation comes in. On May 16, 2023, the European Union Council officially adopted the MiCA regulation. Subsequently, it will take effect 20 days after publication and will be fully applicable within 18 months. Additionally, MiCA can be directly applied to all EU member states without requiring any transposition by national legislators.
The main reason was to basically get ahead of the competition and try to create, looking into the fragmented regulatory space that existed among member states at the time, trying to create a uniform, centralized set of rules that could apply everywhere at the same in the same way.
MiCA divides crypto assets into 3 different categories. The first is called Asset Referenced Tokens, ARTs, which are stablecoins that can be pegged to fiat currencies, securities, gold, and various other physical assets. The second category is Electronic Money Tokens, EMTs, which are stablecoins pegged 1.1 to fiat currencies, such as USDT and USDC. Any crypto assets that are not ARTs or EMTs fall into the third category, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and so on. Starting from June, the EU will begin implementing parts of MiCA, with ARTs and EMTs being the first to be regulated. Financial institutions within this scope should prepare to apply for token issuance or trading licenses, draft detailed crypto asset white papers for their products, and engage with national competent authorities, NCAs, to discuss their intent to start or continue operations. Meanwhile, the remaining requirements will be implemented 8 months later, and the full regulation will be officially enforced starting from December 2024.
For years, the European Union has been striving for a third way in technology and economic policy. Despite numerous policy proposals and speeches, the pursuit of greater digital sovereignty remains somewhat ambiguous. Additionally, based on recent policy results and the current state of European tech companies, it can be argued that whatever the current third wave model is, the strategy has failed. Europe has not only failed to catch up economically, but also fallen further behind. Cryptocurrencies and Web3 offer the third way, and the EU has been seeking for a long time. Not only are Web3's values completely aligned with the concept of digital sovereignty that people aspire to, but cryptocurrencies will also make the EU more financially independent from the United States and provide a unique economic opportunity to recover from its economic predicament in the Web2 era. Last June, the SEC sued Binance US CZ and their subsidiaries, alleging violations of securities trading rules and the mishandling of customer funds. This lawsuit not only exposed Binance US to the risk of hefty fines and asset freezes, but also severely damaged its reputation and business. Under the SEC's intense crackdown, Binance US had to take a series of countermeasures. First, it was forced to lay off more than 200 employees, 2/3 of the company's workforce. Second, due to the several banking partners cutting ties, Binance US had to stop supporting US dollar deposits and withdrawals. These measures temporarily alleviated the company's urgent issues, but also exposed the fragility of its business operations and fund management. Following last year's settlements with the U.S. Department of Justice and CFTC, the payment of substantial fines, this global renowned cryptocurrency exchange has once again found itself in compliance troubles.
The compliance issues surrounding Binance US are not over yet. Several U.S. states have successively revoked or refused to renew the money transmission licenses of BAM Trading Services, Inc., the entity through which Binance US operates this year. North Dakota's Department of Financial Institutions recently announced the revocation of Binance US's money transmission license, becoming the 7th region to take similar action against Binance US after states such as Alaska and Florida.
Binance.com is embracing regulations all around the world.
There was a very strong need for exchange that wanted to operate everything properly.
We welcome anyone to look under the hood for our business. I think we run a very clean business.
This has been CZ's belief in running Binance all along. Even if he ends up in jail, he still believes Binance has done nothing wrong. In fact, this delisting incident is not an isolated one. In the US, Binance US compliance issues have long been a focus of regulators' attention. From Florida suspending its license in November last year to multiple states refusing to renew or revoking its money transmission licenses this year, Binance US compliance journey has been rocky. Behind this is the serious legal charges and regulatory pressure facing Binance US and its founder CZ. However, even after being prosecuted by multiple US states, Binance remains the largest exchange in Brazil, but its market share has decreased from 95% 2 years ago to 79%, gradually being replaced by Brazilian domestic Mercado Bitcoin and Mexican Bitso. AI sector tokens outperform Bitcoin, but is this a trend or a trading mirage? Hackers taking advantage of the fire ransoming Kraken after the bug bounty report is too outrageous. In March of this year, NVIDIA officially entered the AI robotic market, unveiling a general-purpose foundation model, chips, and a new type of computer specifically designed for humanoid robots at the GTC conference. NVIDIA's founder Jensen Huang pointed out that there is a severe global labor shortage and many tasks that humans cannot perform can be taken over by robots. Therefore, through AI training, robots can better understand the common sense of the physical world. In a recent interview with the media outlet, Huang predicted that within the next 2 or 3 years, there will be significant breakthroughs in humanoid robot technology. And after 100 years, humanoid robots will be everywhere.
Robotics will be as common as cars are today. You got to imagine what a car looks like 100 years ago on the street. What a strange instrument going down the street by itself without a horse in front of it. And so I think 100 years from now, it's very clear we'll have humanoid robots everywhere. It will likely be the largest volume mechanical system the world makes.
Huang's statement was echoed by Elon Musk on the X platform, where Musk stated that humanoid robots will be 10 times more common than cars. Currently, market funds are pouring into AI-related stocks. While blue-chip coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum are consolidating sideways, AI coins have shown relatively impressive performance. Fetch.ai, FET, and Singularity Net, AGIX, saw a 24-hour gain of nearly 25%, while the veteran AI project Render Network, RNDR, also experienced a remarkable rise, with a one-year gain of 272%. In comparison, AGIX rose 178%, both outperforming Bitcoin's 130% gain and Ethereum's 99% gain. Simultaneously, NVIDIA's CEO once again voiced his support for the development of artificial intelligence.
We need artificial intelligence to help us explore the universe in places that we could have never done ourselves.
Speaking of the two hottest development directions at the present, blockchain and AI modules are undoubtedly the most prominent. At first glance, these two tech tracks may seem unrelated or even belong to opposite ends of the technological spectrum. One cultivates centralized intelligence on closed data platforms, while the other promotes decentralized applications in an open data environment. Starting from the fourth quarter of 2023, many AI tokens have outperformed Bitcoin, Ethereum, and major AI stocks like NVIDIA and Microsoft's. This phenomenon is closely related to the fact that AI-related news frequently appears on front pages and has an extremely strong presence. However, at the same time, we must maintain a sober awareness. Although the AI concept is hot at the moment, it may not necessarily have sustainable driving factors for demand in the future. In this case, tokens oriented towards AI are more akin to a meme-like speculation, which is unlikely to sustain in the long run. On June 3rd, a user named Nakamal posted on the X platform mentioning, "I have become a victim in the crypto industry and 1 million has disappeared from my Binance account." Shortly after, the OKX exchange also exposed a similar incident. A user in the community claimed that their account was attacked by AI deepfake technology and 2 million worth of assets were transferred out of the account. While the OKX hack incident is still unfolding, Kraken has also encountered an issue.
Kraken's chief security officer, Nick Percoco, disclosed that on June 9th, they received a bug bounty program alert from a security researcher who claimed in an email to have discovered an extremely severe vulnerability that would allow them to artificially increase balances on the platform. After Kraken identified and fixed the vulnerability, they found that within a few days, 3 accounts had exploited this vulnerability. These 3 accounts ultimately withdrew nearly $3 million from Kraken accounts, which came from Kraken's funds and not other customers' assets. Nick Percoco stated that this was not a white hat hacker behavior, but rather extortion and ransom. He will not disclose the research company, viewing this as a criminal case and coordinating with law enforcement accordingly.
In the first quarter of 2024, the value of digital assets stolen by hackers reached $542 million, a 42% increase compared to the same period in 2023. Interestingly, private key leaks have become the main reason for this growth rather than vulnerabilities related to smart contracts. Security incidents are not uncommon in traditional finance, but in the still immature cryptocurrency industry's dark forest, we should replace even greater emphasis on security to protect the personal and user assets. 2 recent bizarre incidents of individual user assets being stolen have attracted a lot of attention, and everyone should be extra cautious.
According to official news, Backpack Wallet has announced support for the Arbitrum network, allowing users to add the Arbitrum network to the desktop browser extension version of the wallet. Updates for the Android and iOS versions are also coming soon. Solana's atomic SVM Layer 2, Sonic, announced on the X platform that it has launched the Sonic testnet and introduced the Sonic Odyssey testnet event, which will reward players for gaming and on-chain interactions with Sonic rings. Web3 talent marketplace Bondex announced that it has completed a funding round of over $10 million, with investments from Animoca Brands, Morningstar, DextForce Ventures, and iAngels. The security firm Dilation Effect posted on the X platform that the U.S. National Security Agency, NSA, recently recommended users restart their phones weekly. Dilation Effect analyzed that this small action can help prevent attacks. Wallets tracked by CryptoQuant show that Bitcoin whales have sold over $1.2 billion worth of BTC in the past 2 weeks. Analysts say that traders have yet to accumulate Bitcoin, lacking momentum for demand growth from whales.
The market from March to June this year is a bit like the 3 months from July to October last year, a bit shady, a bit low and hopeless. At this time, if you have spot holdings and you are very confident in sectors and the coins you hold, don't make any moves, so don't do anything like open a short hedge or wait for the bottom to buy the dip. Or try to lower your average price with some leverage and contracts. All useless, all necessary moves. The best move at this time is no move at all. Just lie flat and leave it be. What you can do now is maintain a good mindset, exercise, and Bitcoin will give you satisfactory returns over time. Okay, that's the main content of today's program. Our channel focuses on curating valuable news updates from the cryptocurrency, blockchain, and mining industry, including news as well as in-depth special reports. If you find our channel valuable, please share and follow us. You can also become a member, and together we'll get rich, adding a zero to our assets in the bull market. See you tomorrow.